Hello everybody, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. I'm coming to you in a recorded video. I actually did a live earlier this evening. Today is April the 5th, 2024, and right now it's 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time. So when I finish this video, it'll probably be April the 6th. So I doubt it'll get uploaded tonight because it just takes time to get them all uploaded. But so I made some clusters on my last video, and I told y'all on that video that I wanted to do a masterboard and show you how I did it. I had shown you some of the masterboard pieces that I had done previously. So that's what I'm gonna work on in this video. We'll just see. We'll start with one and we'll go from there. So I went ahead and cut down a variety of papers, book pages, and things that I had. So just different, like there's part of an atlas. I have some graph paper. I know that's not book pages, but I was trying to add some other items of interest in here. So what I want to do is find things that are going to fit here on my page nicely. And these are some I had left over from the last one I did, and I went ahead and sponged the sides of them. So we're going to do that with these too. All right. So I'll just lay some on here and try to kind of mix up the style and the color a little bit to give it some variety. And the only color that I'm putting on these, really, I mean color, is this atlas. And I just kind of start and just whatever I come up with, I think I'll put this little piece over here. I'll put this up here. So I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who, I started off, well, years ago when I got started, I did scrapbooking. Then it just, life just got too busy, really. Scrapbooks take a long time to put together. So I started making cards because I could make cards faster. And so you got a finished product, and then I could pass that on to somebody, and they get the enjoyment of having being able to enjoy a card also. So that was always kind of cool because you're sharing passing the love, sharing the love. And so anyway, I started making cards, and my dilemma was that my cards, I still love, and still buy too much designer paper. I love the designer papers, and but my problem was I'd have these papers and then nothing to go with them. So I struggled with matching up papers. I did the same thing when I was doing scrapbook pages. It's just a struggle to find pages that go together, So anyway, I wish I had seen Stampin' Up! All those years ago when I first started, but I didn't know about them until a few years ago. I started going and making cards at another person's house, and they started about Stampin' Up! I'm like, what? So I started going to a couple Stampin' Up! Card events at other people's homes. And at some point I decided, and I started watching people online, and then at some point I'm like, I can get a discount. So I'm like, there's enough of this, just, buying the stuff at full price, I can get a discount. So that's kind of how I started. I was thinking I would just get the discount, and then I'm like, well, I'm still making all these cards for the senior centers, and it's expensive to get the product, and maybe I should look into selling the Stampin' Up! Stuff a little bit. Well, and I've tried that as well. It just it's a process, and I've honestly just recently gotten a couple customers. It was great. I did have people come to my house and do card parties, but I just didn't sell that much product, and that was, that was fine. I was doing okay, but that, like I said, that just wasn't meeting the need really. So I'm not liking what I'm doing here. I probably ought to focus on what I'm doing and quit talking, honestly. So, anyway, I started this journey with well, actually, I made my first junk journal a few years ago. Well, 2018, I figured out when it was, when my niece graduated from college. I made her one, but it took me a while to give it to her. But I made her a junk journal, basically. I had filled it up, and I had to tear some pages out of it, which is what this paper came from right here, because I tore a bunch of pages out of it because, it started getting to be a chunky monkey. And but I thought it turned out real cute, and finally gave it to her one year for Christmas a couple years ago, when I finally finished it. I mean, I was so close to having it finished at graduation, but I didn't. So there was a lot going on, but that's okay. So she's got it now. But I guess that was my first experience with junk journal. Did I take a picture of it? No. I might have taken a few pictures of some of the pages inside, because sometimes I'll take pictures of something and I'll send it to my daughter and say, what do you think of this? I'll get her opinion. So sometimes I'll take page pictures, but that's about the extent of my pictures. So anyway, oh, that will probably work right there. I might trim it off a little bit, but that was probably going to work. So I think I've almost got the pieces taken care of that I need. So, anyway, I started watching some junk journal and stuff, and I thought, I want to branch out a little bit, explore a little bit more with my creativity and try some other things. I also got into an artistic trading card group that I kind of did something cool with, with my grandmother, which is really kind of what started me on the junk journal, because it had to do with doing these pages and putting my grandmother, and going to do a booklet with my grandmother, but that was the chunky monkey that got out of hand, so I kind of got to start over with that project, but that's okay. So here I am, and what's interesting, okay, so I got my new Stampin' Up! Catalog in the mail Monday, I think. I didn't bring it in here. I'll bring my catalog and show you the cover. I can't show you anything on the inside, but I did order a few things from the catalog, so I'll probably get them in the mail probably one day next week. I don't remember what day I ordered, but did they send me a shipping? I don't think they've sent me a shipping notice yet, so it hasn't been shipped yet, I don't believe. So it's probably not going to get shipped. So it's probably not going to get here till the week after next, because I don't think it's shipped. Anyway, because I I lost track of when pre-order was, and I didn't pre-order till late in the day of the pre-order day. So there were a whole lot of orders in front of mine. So, anyway, but that's okay. I'll get them. And when I get what I ordered, I'll share everything with you. I mostly ordered new colors of the ink pads for the new in colors. I do like the new in colors. And so I'll show those. And I ordered the mix pack of the paper colors, the cardstocks, rather than buying 5 individual packs of cardstock. I just bought that to start with. And I figured I'd figure out which color I really like the best. And I'll just order a couple packs of paper at a time rather than spending like $50 or something on the paper all at once. And when there was other things I wanted to get too. I think I ordered 2 stamp sets. One of them was actually a part of a suite, and I'm excited about it. I can't wait to share it with you. One of them was a suite. I may end up cutting this piece, but that's okay. And then the other one was just, I think, a standalone stamp set that I liked. There are a couple punches that I want to order, but they're not available until the catalog comes live on May the 2nd. And it's kind of interesting because both of those punches will be ideal for doing junk journals. So I'm kind of excited about that. And the other thing that was really neat in the new catalog is they've got a lot more ephemera this time, I think, than they usually do. So I'm wondering if they're going to start to lean toward a junk journal journey. Because I did see maybe 4 packs of ephemera in the catalog. But I thought I'd wait, because you can't see the whole pack when you're just looking at it, you know, in the catalog and stuff. So I thought I'd wait and see what all's in those packages when some other people use them before I decide if I think I'll use them in my journals or not. Because, yeah, I've got my own ideas about the types of things I'd like to use in my journals, and they might not be the same things that other people want to use in their journals. I like the vintage look, but I'm not an all vintage person. But I do like the look, but I don't know how to explain. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going out and searching for vintage things. If I come across a vintage thing that is something that I really like, then, you know, if I pop across it, then I might get it. But I'm more about, I like animals and flowers and birds and the beach. So, and family. So my journals are going to be more, you know, so my family one, especially my older family members, you know, those might be a little bit more along the lines of a vintage journal. But I can't just go out and buy and search for a lot of vintage stuff. If I come across some, that's great. But like I said, I'll just take it as it comes. I'm just looking. I'm using a lot of my Stampin' Up! Designer papers in my books. I'm using some of the cardstock. The thing with cardstock, you gotta be careful because cardstock gets really thick. And even some of the Stampin' Up! Designer paper, because their quality of paper is so good that you know, I got to be careful not to use too much of it because it's going to make my journals too thick. So using papers like from book pages and things like that are a lot less bulk to them and work better in a book type situation. Now I could cut something out of a piece of scrapbook paper or use just a little bit here and there, you know, to decorate my pages with and not use so much of it. That's what I'm finding, that I probably need to be doing more of that so that these pages don't get too bulky on me. And again, too, I also learned not to put quite so many pages in a signature, and to put more than one signature in my book. I'm going to have to try to figure out what I'm going to do with that book. I've got a lot of projects I'm trying to do right now, though, so I'm going to have to get to a point where I can say no about something so that I have time to work on some of these straightening up my craft room, and just kind of getting caught up on some stuff. I mean, I was doing okay there for a while, but then got sick and all that stuff, and my mom and dad have been, it's just been, it's been a rough year, with me being sick, my mom and dad having issues, my brother's wife's been sick, so it's just been a lot. And I'm going to grunge this up a little bit more. Grunge it up a little bit more to make it, see, I can make my own stuff look old. I don't need to buy vintage. I can make it look old all by myself. Okay, and I just messed all that up, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what I want to do? Just something weird, I know. I'm going to take this little piece of paper right here, and I'm going to do it on this white piece of paper. It doesn't matter because this piece of paper is what I'm covering up. I'm going to sponge this on here. I just think, just to do something to this paper, I'm going to do this stencil and sponge it on here. Just give me add a little something to this paper. And these stencils are great to use in your, on your journal pages too. So yeah. And in my last video, I think I found some maple leaves that I had punched. I used to have a maple leaf, and I'm not sure where I got that one. That might have been one I borrowed from somebody. But taking the maple leaf and used that cutout part as a die. I mean, as a stencil. So I was able to put some maple leaves. Let me get a drink. I don't know if y'all could see what I was drinking or not, but it helps me relax. Let me just say that. I was, so when I did my video earlier, the cat and the dog, they were in here playing, and I was like, she was doing really good for a while, and then she started jumping up here. She knocked over one of my baskets. Actually, she knocked over 2 baskets. Went everywhere on the floor, in the trash can, into another box. I mean, it was a mess, and I controlled my cool pretty much, but I was not happy. And then after I went off my video, she got worse, and she hurt me a couple times because she even climbed up my back one time off of the back of my chair. And let me just say, it's painful. And I lost my temper with her. She hasn't bothered me since, knock on wood. She's over there laying in the bed with Brody. But let me just say, it hurts, and I lost my temper. This was after I got off the video. I was mad on the video, but it got worse after. And I just needed something to help me chill. And I wanted to do another video. So that's where I am now. Got me something to help me chill. And now I'm doing my other video. And, you know, as long as the cat behaves, I'm good. So I haven't been in here in about almost a week to do anything. I think I did some stuff Sunday night, but that might have been the last time I was in here. Maybe Monday night. I can't remember if I did anything Monday or not, but so if I'm in here like regularly, she kind of gets used to it, and she knows what's going on. But I had not been in here for a while, and she's been so good out in the den. She's learning. She's you know, she is starting to get on the counter of the kitchen a little bit, but I'm pretty sure she knows she's not supposed to be on it, because when I go fuss at her, she gets down like right away. So anyway, but so yeah, I'm drinking some Crown Royal in a can. It's the canned peach. I like it a lot. It's good. That one's not big enough to go there. I think this is the one I was putting here. And it will be just right. Okay. And yeah, and it's the peach. Oh man, it is so good. I discovered it a few years ago, and then just started getting it to take it to the beach with me. It's so nice to have it on the beach. It's just really good. And then my son got me a pack for Christmas. And I had gotten myself a pack, so I had several. I don't drink them that often. I hadn't had one in a good while, actually, so it's nice to have once in a while. I'll do that and just leave that little spot, or do I want to leave that spot? I guess that kind of depends on what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm going to do this. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this next. And anyway, so tomorrow, Saturday, April the 6th, we're actually having, my family is having our Easter celebration because, well, I mean, technically we celebrated last week, but we just didn't do it with each other. We were all on our own. Although I did go over to see my mom and dad, and my son ended up coming to town and watched the basketball game with my dad. But technically, do I want to cut off a bit of that? I don't want to just let it be like that. I think I'll just let it be. Yeah, so now we're going to have the whole family minus my brother and his family, because sister-in-law, she's doing much better, but like she still can't eat foods like the rest of us can, and I don't think she's supposed to be traveling any kind of distance in a vehicle right now. So yeah, she's still got a pretty long road ahead of her. So it'll be me and all three of my kids, and the two that are married are bringing their spouses, and my son's bringing his girlfriend, and we're going to eat lunch together. Everybody's bringing something, and I don't know what we're going to do. Just visit, I guess, since we haven't really visited well, I've seen Matthew a couple times. I've seen Ashley a couple times, but I hadn't seen Caitlin. Well, she came in one week to help me clean up some stuff at my mom's, but other than that, I haven't seen Caitlin and her husband since Christmas. So it'll be good to visit a little bit. And so we're doing that tomorrow. In the morning, I've got to get some errands run. So we're also celebrating birthdays. That was the other thing. So in April, my mom's birthday is in April. She's going to be 91. My son-in-law is turning 50. And his birthday, and he and my brother have the same birthday, actually. Their birthday is the 16th of April. So we'll be celebrating their birthday too. And then my gonna do that. Hang on, I'm just thinking. Maybe I was using this one here. I know I had that in that corner, though. I know I did. Do this. Do I have something long and thin that could go there, maybe? See, I'm pretty sure I had this here. I must have not had that there because this is much bigger than what this one's smaller. I can do this. Okay, let's do it this way though, because I want that on top. So yeah, so we'll have us a good old meal, yummy meal or whatever. And then I'm hoping that that my son will stick around again to watch the basketball game. So tomorrow's the Final Four, starts the Final Four for the men's basketball. Oh, I forgot the women played tonight. I need to go see who won. NC State and South Carolina were playing. And, I mean, my dad went to NC State, so I kind of always pull for NC State, but that's usually on the men's team. I've been pulling for the Carolina women, though, so I didn't want to quit pulling for them just because they were playing NC State. So I was kind of pulling for the Carolina women. So I got to go check that out, see how they did. But NC State's playing, who are they playing tomorrow night? Now I can't remember. Anyway, they're the last of the ACC teams because North Carolina lost their game and Clemson lost their game. And then, so NC State's the last ACC team, which I would have been pulling for them even if they weren't the last ACC team. But I've always been in the ACC land, so I like to see my ACC teams win whenever possible. And so it's going to be kind of exciting, though, because NC State hasn't done this well since Jimmy Valvano was the coach all those many, many years ago. What, 20-something years? I think it was 1980. I wonder if I want to turn a page sideways. I could do that. I could turn that one sideways. I don't mind. I'm thinking I'll put this here. Got to figure out the rest of it here. So it's exciting because it's been a long time since. See, I shouldn't have done that. I should have put this one down here. Messed that up. Since NC State has played, and we're excited. We want to see them win. So hoping that will be the case for our team there. I could do this. So I had stuff laid out. I messed up what I was doing though. Let's see. Don't know what I was doing. See, because that's too small to go there now. What else have I sponged already? I've sponged this. I think I was putting this here. Actually, yeah. And then I could put, let's see what I have here. Is that going to fit there? I could put that there and have two little ones. I could put this one here, and put another small one down there. I might cut one. Okay. All right. So this is going to be it. This is what I'm doing. Okay. Pay attention, Kim. I got to talk about something while I'm on here, though, because it's got to be doing something. All right. So let's see. So I'm going to do a few of these Masterboards and cut them down, and they'll be used, the pieces when I cut them down will be used as, they can be popped in to pockets or envelopes on the, I'll let my glue run over the edge, pockets and envelopes to tuck or tucks inside. They'll be decorated a little bit initially, but then depending on what page I put them on, you know, in the book, I may decide to decorate them up a little bit more. We'll just have to see when I use them, when I put them in a page, what I'm going to do with them. So So I was hoping to have one of my books finished tomorrow. Well, obviously that's not happening, but that's okay. And then, but I'm to the point because I was trying to get some ephemera made and some envelopes made and some things cut out to use as ephemera. I've gotten a bunch of the free things. Tracy Fox put some free things. Pam at the Paper Outpost, I've picked up a few of her freebies. There's a couple other ladies that put freebies. I'll have to go back and look up who they are because I can't remember right offhand. But go get the freebies that people put out and use those. Got to get them cut out and then start decorating my journals. So I've got in mind some of my decorating that I'm going to be doing. Do I want to just let that go over like that, or do I want to do this one over? Kind of. I think I'm going to cut this about right here. So the way I cut, instead of bringing a trimmer up here with me all the time, is I just put it down and tear off a piece with my, and actually, oh, I've already glued that one down. I could put that down here though. No, it's too narrow. Oh, okay, I was going to put this here anyway, so that's good. I'll put that there, I think. So I was going to do it. Yeah, I don't need that one, do I? I could actually cut this down a little bit more. That one, I don't think that was the one I was going to use because I cut that too narrow. Must have been this one. I'm going to do, okay, let's try this again. I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, and then let's put some ink right here. And then it'll go right here. I'm going to do it. I think I'll do it like that. I'm just reading one of my book pages here. It says, trying to force his daughter-in-law to burn her something to death. As part of it's missing. We might need to cover that up a little bit. I don't know. I thought I had all legitimate books here, but one of these is a Reader's Digest. One of those Reader's Digest condensed novel books, you know. And I wasn't familiar with all the stories that were in it, so that might have been from one of those books. But most of the books I got were pretty good. I should have put another map page on that too to get some more blue on here. Anyway, I'm going to let this one dry, and then after it dries, I'm going to trim it, and then, I don't know, I don't need to wait for it to dry to put my washi tape on. I'm going to put some washi tape on this one. Not everywhere, and just some spots on it, not everywhere. I did that on one of mine from earlier, but not both of them. I have done 2 of these, and I did it on one, but not both. And I liked the way it looked when it was finished. So I'm going to run this one all the way across, because I actually, well, I'm going to run it all the way across right here. So, through this seam right here. It's kind of cool. And then I will stop it right about here. So that's kind of neat. And then I'm going to run it. What do I want to do? Do I want to run it here? Yeah, I think I'll run it right here. But I want it to, let me get my scissors so I can make that a cleaner cut right there, because I'm going to stop it right there at the edge of that one. Run it there. Okay. It doesn't matter on that end so much. I need to run some the other direction. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this one because I'll get me another straight edge. Do it right here. I was trying not to cover up my hem number, but I still left part of the number there, so that's okay. So I can go ahead. All right, where else do I want to put some tape? And I might get out a different tape. I think I want to put something right there, but I'm going to use a different one. I think I'll use these music notes. That will be kind of cool. I'm going to use the music notes to go across right here, I believe. I'll cut it right there. Oops, that one off. There we go. And where else do I want to put it? I think I'll put it right here next to the music page also. I need to get some going this direction as well. Oh, I did one there. Let's see. Whoops. I should actually be putting glue on these because washi tape's not supposed to be permanent. So if it starts coming up, I'll have to go back and put some down. I think I'll put this one. Let me get it end here. Whoops. Whoops. I want to do this one right here. Yeah, I should have thought to glue these and I didn't, but it's all right. It's okay. It'll be okay. Do I want to use another one of these anywhere? Could do it. No, I'm not going to use another one. That little anyway. Let's see. I've used 3 pieces of the music. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, this one's cool. I want to use this one. Where do I want to put it? I think I want to put it right across here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I ordered me some more washi tapes. Now these were vintage, as you can tell. It's kind of got that vintagey look to it. Y'all, I had a washi tape. I got rid of all of it. But anyway, I got I ordered some more. I thought it was coming today, but it did not get delivered today, but that's okay. I'm going to put this here, up here. So it will probably get here. I think I've got some stuff coming to Sunday and some stuff coming Monday. Oh, I didn't like the way that went right there. Some stuff coming Sunday and Monday, and then something coming later in the week, next week. But I had ordered my, I needed to go ahead and get some more of the fabric glue. I mean, I've used a good bit of this. I can't tell. Seems like it's like right about here where my thumb is right there. So that's, I've used a good bit of that already. And, so I figure I better get some more. So I'm having another class and then, put glue on this one. And then also I realized I was getting low on art glitter glue, and the glues are not that cheap. So you kind of have to look and find what the best deal is. And usually for the art glitter glue, the best deal is to buy if you can find it, is to buy the 16 ounce. And so that's what I did. I bought the 16. That's really crooked, but when I cut it all down, it's not going to really matter that much. To buy the 16 ounce container of the art glitter glue. That's this one that I use to glue pretty much all my paper products. Where'd I put that other tape? Oh, here it is. It's really kind of thick to be using it a lot because it's thick. So let's see. I've got I got to come up with my, so here's what I have to do this week. I've got to finish my trading cards, which I haven't even finished my prototype with that yet. That's going to be interesting. I've got something really cool in mind. It's just taking me a while to produce it because I've just got something special in mind. What does that say? Manuslintage. I have no idea what that says. So yeah, I mean, I've got in mind what I want to do, but it's a little bit more difficult to produce than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. It'll get done. But I've got to get those done probably by the end of the week so I can get them in the mail. And then I also need to have finished my card samples for my card class next Saturday. But I'm also having my ephemera and pocket class next Saturday, which I've got a lot of my ideas for that, but I'm just going to get the stuff prepped, the work prepped for that. So there's that. Let's see, what else is there? Okay, so card class, I might end up covering that number up. Card class, ephemera and pocket class, finish my trading cards, got laundry coming out my ears. So yeah, I got a lot to do. Giving up getting this book finished by tomorrow, my book finished, but I didn't get all the ephemera made. So the idea right now is to get a bunch of ephemera made, get a bunch of pockets and things like that made, and then start decorating the journals. It's good if you can have stuff kind of made ahead of time so you don't have to stop it. Make the stuff, and then you can, unless you just get to a spot where I just don't have anything right there, but there should be something you can do with what you have already done, with what you've already made, that you can get by with. And then if you have to go make something special and add it later, you can do that. So that's why I'm trying to get a lot of stuff. Go ahead and get them finished. A bunch of these finished, like stuff like this. And then I can start decorating. And if I don't have something specific, I'll just skip that page and come to it later. You know, I'll have something to use with it at another time. So, and that's fine. I can do that. I can live with that. Okay, so I got washi tape in a lot of my seams. I should have put glue on them. I need to remember to be doing that when I do these. All right, and actually it's pretty much dry. I'm gonna go ahead and trim up my edges, and I usually use my paper trimmer for this, just because I'm not good at running that piece of scissors down this. I end up usually just cutting off a tiny bit of my paper, just that tiniest bit right there when I do it, and that's okay. That doesn't bother me. And get stuck on my finger. And then I'll do this one. Okay. And here, let's get that out of there. I'm still using an old blade. When I get ready to do cards, I got to put a good blade on there so that the cards don't have rough edges, but it's not as big a deal doing the junk journal pages as it is your cards. But I actually bought myself a new trimmer, so I might save the new trimmer, designate it a card trimmer, and just try to, you know, and then not worry about the blades on this one so much until it gets to where it's just not cutting anymore. All right, I want to go ahead and ink my edges of this. So at least I'll have those edges done. And figure out what I do with my ink. Oh, I see it. Sipping my drink. It's under my, just laid my washi tape on top of it. Okay. So it already looks cool just like this. But I'm gonna do some more stuff to it and before I cut it up. And you want to try, I kind of didn't think about it a whole lot, but you want to try to put as much glue on these pieces as you can, because when you go cutting them, you don't know where you're going to be cutting. And it's possible you cut through a spot that's not glued down real well. But you could always go back and glue it better. I'm just trying to grunge up some of these lighter colored pieces a little bit with my thing here, with my little sponge dauber thingy here. Just grunge them up a little bit. But I'm not through with them yet. Some of these were pretty grungy. There says something about Maryville, Tennessee. That's not far from Pigeon Forge, actually. I haven't been there in a long time either. I tell you what, I'm ready for vacation. I want to go to the beach so bad, but I just don't know if it's going to happen or not this year. I don't know. All right. So what I usually do is just find some generic kind of stamps to stamp on here. And right now, I think I've used all of those. I want to get something different. Let's see. Let me look in my stuff here. Oh, this one. I can use this. This is inspirational sketches. This set is what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to carry over, and I really like it a lot. So I'm going to use that one. Let's see. What else do I have? It will be. Give me just a minute here. Is there anything in that one? About this botanical. You know what? I don't think. I didn't realize I had this. Thinking this is one of the ones that's retiring that I was looking at. It might be marked down. Because I don't have my catalog in here, so I can't tell you. But I don't think I've ever used this one. I'm going to use this one. It's kind of interesting looking. And let's see. What else do I have over here? Yeah, somehow or another, I don't remember having that. I want to do some flower. What flower do I want to use? I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm not crazy about the flower on that one. I love the leaf on that. Not care as much about the flower though. This is an old retired set. And I have a lot of these pieces out. Actually, I'll use this. So this is Ranunculus Romance. I'm going to use this right here. Not that I don't have writing on the thing already, but you know. Just add some more. All right. Flowers. Where are you? Find a flower that I like. Let me see. This is one of my favorites still, and it's retiring. I hate it. I was really sad to see this Inked and Tiled retiring, and the punches that bundled with this, I think they bundled with this, they're going away too. I used one of those punches on my little clusters that I did earlier. All right, this should be plenty of things to ink with. Let's see if I've got blocks. So the other day, the cat knocked over my block box, and I never did fix that back up. She's over here looking at me now. I don't know if this is going to fit on here well enough to use it. I think it'll be all right. Put that there. Yeah, I'm just trying to reach my blocks. Put this one here. And this one here. And this one here. And then I have this itty bitty one. And I've got one right here. Okay, and Now I've got to kind of decide what colors that I want to use. I try to keep my colors just kind of muted kind of colors for now. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to use those 5. And I think I will go with olive this time as my green. I want to get a scrap here, and let's make sure it's printing, it's stamping well. Because I've never used this funny looking leaf before. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna use it. I'll put that right here, because if I go off the page a little bit, I'll get my mat all dirty. Put that one there. Put that one right there. Let's put one right here. And one right here. We will put kind of put one. Oh yeah, I'll do it. Do it right here. I'm gonna come in and do this one like that. Let's do this right here. Okay, I think that's good. That's good. All right, let's take I think I'm going to use this Cajun Craze for my letters. Let's see how those look for my little words here, whatever they say, which I don't know what they say. Yeah, it's not terribly dark, and I can actually do a stamp off version. Do that and that. We'll do that and that. Let's do this. And, this. I'm going to turn it this way. Okay, that's good. What else do I want to use? I think I'll use this Lost Lagoon color here for this little knot thing, whatever it is. It really doesn't need to be stamped off. There's not enough, I don't think. Put it here. Put it here. Put it here. And we'll put it here. Now one thing is you can't tell if it's upside down or not. It's it's not something that you really determine what direction it needs to be or not. So that's kind of nifty. Okay, I think that's enough of those. Actually, well, yeah, that's good. Now what I want. I want Calypso, maybe, or Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to go with Flirty this time. I'll do Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to do this little flower. Flirty, let me see how that looks. Okay, good. All right. Flirty Flamingo. I would have moved that one out of my way before I accidentally cross over my colors. I'm just looking to see if I see a spot that needs anything. All right, now I have my one last my little tiny one here. And I think I'm going to pull in this, I know it's a funky color, but I kind of like it, this gold, this wild wheat, especially since I have some little bit of gold showing through on some of this washi tape, because it sometimes will take on a gold look. Of course, you might not see it a whole lot on with this little tiny stamp, but put another one right there. Another one right there. Yeah, it doesn't show up great. There's just so much going on this page, but I like it. Now, you wouldn't have to ink it all. You could just leave it the way it was without putting the ink stuff on it. But, I've kind of enjoyed doing this. I like to do ink stuff like this. To me, it's just kind of, it's relaxing. You're kind of being creative and just doing, you know, without really putting that much thought into it or anything. But I think it's fun. All right, I'm gonna put one more right here, There we go. So I think well, I saw one more place I want one. Right there. Do I have one up here? Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, so technically, I can probably go ahead and cut this one. I think I will, because it's not really, it had time to dry already. So I'm going to leave it. Now, what I've got to keep in mind that this is kind of directional. At least for the most part, this is the top and this is the bottom. So I think what I want to do, get a sip of my drink. Got a pencil? Yeah. I haven't used this pencil yet. I can't wait. This is the top. I'm going to just do that. All right, now I got to think how I want to cut it. Okay. I think I'm going to go 3, 3, and whatever's left over. I'll do it this way. 3, and this is the top. This way. 3, or maybe 3 1/4, so they're not the same. How about that? 3 1/4. And then whatever's left over. Okay. Now I want to go. Was I going to do 3 again? But yeah, I was going to do it this way. 3. And then 4. And then what's left? Another 4 almost. 3, 4, and 4. Okay. Let's do 3 1/2. So they're not the same. 3 1/2. 3 1/4. And what's this? Let's go. It's 4, and then let's just go 2, and then whatever the extra amount is will be. Okay, and we'll go. Four 1/4. 3 1/2. Sorry, I'm sure I was off the screen while I was cutting. I'm so sorry. Okay, so these are the pieces that I cut. And I didn't look at them when I was cutting. I did know which was the top of my paper. But other than that, I didn't really know where things were. Okay, so let's start turning these over and seeing what we've got. That's pretty. Now I'm going to have to get my sponge dauber and go and do my edges now because I've got a bunch of new edges that need to be done. Pretty. Let's see. I think that was the bottom, but it's not in order anymore. Well, yeah, no, yeah. There was something over here. Maybe it was this. Was that it? Maybe that's what I did. Maybe that's the way it was. Yeah, I think so. This was at the top somewhere. I don't remember where at the top, but it was at the top. This one was on this edge. Is that one there? Thinking it was. Where was this one? Oh, I guess it was right here. Okay. And then were all of these the middle section? I guess. All right. So no, that was there. And then I guess this one was right here. So two of these have just this tiny little bit of blue at the bottom. This one has a little tiny bit of that blue on the side. Is that there? Yeah, I guess so. And that was there. So how many pieces did I cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 pieces. And like I said, I could put another something on them if I wanted to. This one will probably be a pocket on a page. And then I might make tags out of these. So anyway, so there's those. And some of them will just be little journal tucks. And like I said, I may add like a sticker or something to them as well later on. So that was a Masterboard. That was my second well, I've done two. This is my third Masterboard actually. So I've got Masterboards there. I appreciate you watching this video. Please like, give it a thumbs up, comment if you have any comments, please. I'd love some constructive criticism. And most importantly, if you could share with your friends, that would help me out with the YouTube logarithms or whatever they're called. And I would greatly appreciate that. And share, get your friends, ask your friends to come look at my page, subscribe to my page, and you're always just fast forward to the end if you need to, so you can see what everything looked like when I got finished. And my Facebook page is Kim's Creations and Card Ministry, KIM' Creations with a K and Card Ministry. And so if you could go on, find me on Facebook too, that would be awesome. If you have any questions, please be sure to call me, or text me first, and then I'll catch you back and then we'll talk. 864-752-5688. If you want to order something from Stampin' Up and don't already have a demonstrator, I appreciate you using my name there, Kimberly O'Brien. And if you spend less than $150, if you could use my March host code, I'm probably just going to use it the next couple of days over the weekend. If for some reason it goes away and they say it's not a valid host code, then let me know. They've been leaving them on there longer than 30 days. So I'm just a little bit over 30 days right now. So I'm going to try to keep it up through the weekend and then get a new one on Monday. So anyway, thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope the weather's getting nicer where you live. We're having a little bit better weather now. We have had a couple cool days, but overall, it's starting to warm up a little bit, which I prefer. Take care, you all, and God bless. Good night.